right now. It's recording. Nah, you don't need to see it. All you need to see is some light. Just need some fucking...
Look, this is 29 minutes.
It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's recording. It doesn't matter what it sees. I know what it is. We know who we are.
I'm gonna start it off. Right here. Ready?
Go.
I got you. I'm cruising through the malls, yeah. Walking through the halls, yeah. At the end of the day, I'm just right here, just getting jaded. Trying to find what next honey to take because I got my wallet stuck. At the end, I ain't feeling this beat.
Change it. It's all good. Don't worry about the camera. That's one thing.
I think that's what it was.
That's one thing I learned, bro. Trust me. I was the same way. I stopped. Like, I recorded myself, and I was like, I told Chelsea, I'm just gonna leave the recording because if you keep focusing on the recording, you're fucking yourself up. Right. Don't even act like it's just a regular ass on.
Oh, you bought a Modelo?
Laptop. Yeah, you want it? Let's get it. So I bought it. I bought two, so I'm not selfish.
Ooh!
Oh,
I kind of like how this is heavy.
Wait.
Start it.
Okay, hold up.
Oh, this has got some mafia vibes.
This is gonna have me cynical. I'm sorry.
Fuck it, I'm going cynical with you, dog. Sorry, Chelsea.
It's Danny, automatic, pulling triggers. It's a habit. Feeling trigger happy. The only Mexican that made it happen. They call me the Mexican, but I keep going cause I'ma keep flowing. Call me daddy, nigga, the Don Daddy, Daniel's son. I'm the only one, chosen one, cause I'm the Don Dada. I keep Prada, I keep the jewelry on me. Fuck it, damn bitch, she gon' see. Don't worry about that, we gon' see how it comes out. We gon' flow to the day that we bum out, but I never bum out. Got gas like a gas tank, bitch, but I'm smoking gas cause I got propane, bitch. Wanna bust guns, I got 9 and 9 knives. You don't wanna see that fight. Pass it to my brother, to my right.
Ready? True story, y'all. Kicking it on 3rd in Vermont, just chilling. We over here, we playing pool, billiards and shit. We ran into some Asian cats, straight tripping. We decided to depart, we ain't nothing to it. We dipped in a black truck. We roll left, right, forward, deep in the hood. Then I look in my rear view. I see a black Benz. They're trailing us. I make a left and a right. Then I dip into a one fucking street side, whatever the fuck that shit is a dead end. Hey, that shit wasn't gonna be cool then. The homie pulls out a fucking 9 milli. And I'm in the driver's seat because everybody's too drunk to drive. Bust a Huey. And then guess what happens? He hops out the whip and starts dumping. There's bullet holes flying through the back window. And I'm fucking pressing on the fucking gas. I'm over here scared shitless. But I ain't fucking lacking. I make another left. And they told me, to fucking bust another bitch. Cause we gon' crash into their ass and fucking dick. I said, fuck that, the 5-0's on the way. We gon' go ahead and go home, man, just to get laid. That shit, it didn't really happen. But that's cause I thought the beat was gonna end. But what really did happen, instead of going home, we ditched the car at the homie's apartment complex and we all went home. I called fucking Uber. Then I sit in the fucking back seat, fucking scared shitless. I low-key think I had a doo-doo stain because I was fucking scared. But at the end of the day, that shit made me to a
more aware, more of a man. My boy came, a man. That day, March 16th, is the day he became laid. Got paid and got shot at the same day. This man is like Tupac, shooting Glocks, fucking bitches on the spot. He only represents himself by the fucking block. What is it? Compton? I forgot.
That's fucking in the Compton. Where the buses operate. I fucking got a 40-footer. I'm going down Rosecrans onto the 110. Then I take the 110 to downtown. I pick up these punk ass passengers every single time. They're the same motherfuckers with the same line. Can I get a courtesy ride? And I say fuck you. Then I leave their ass behind. Then I fucking get the next line.
And I'm soaring like I'm doing 180 in the Bugatti, no fucking white lines. I try not to do drugs. Kids don't do drugs explicit.
Yeah, lucky that was my best line though with the fucking bus stop shit. You really think about it? That shit.
And we're gonna listen to all in the morning, bro. Are you gonna sleep over?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna watch shit. What morning watch? We're watching shit in the morning. We're gonna fucking laugh.
it.
No, but it's all good because
Yeah.
this shit's gonna be the best thing ever. Like, watch when I make videos, when I make my music videos, when I make my shit, when I start. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on Snapchat. I'm gonna be on everything. You're gonna see how funny it's gonna be and what rhymes we come up with, and like, it's gonna be a part of my music videos and shit. It's all about recording it. Like I learned that it's really just about recording the moment and then living in the moment, and then you have the world in your hands already on your fucking phone or computer, and you just do yourself, bro. And you know, you get a falling off of that.
Fuck.
My boy, it's not a
I thought it was
blunt.
gonna- oh, I thought
Didn't
it was
you
gonna
say it's
fall.
not a blunt?
No, it's not, but I thought it was gonna
You want
fall.
Pinterest status with that shit.
No, I thought it was gonna fall.
But you're going to Pinterest status like it's a blunt. Look, he was like, don't hit it like a blunt. My boy's Pinterest status like a blunt. All right, let me hit it, Big Papa.
Careful.
Like Biggie Smalls, he fucking gotcha. Tell me to watch out, cause he's the big bro. He forgot that I smoke hella dro, pop pills for a living. Maybe a little Jack Daniels, cause I reached the ceiling. Got the demons talking to me, no angles. I get evil, I play with the fucking best of them. Used to play sports, now I play to get them. I play for keys, bitch, you better watch your necklace. I take that shit, I'm reckless. Bitch, I'm fucking reckless. I'm going hard like the motherfucking Texans. I'm fucking from Mexico. SPM should've fucking featured me on the song, ho. Cypress here, where you at? Come rap with me. I'll take bong hips with you. That. What is this, a roach? A pack? Nah, it's a fat cigar wrap.
You're taking a hit, and I'm gonna feel a split. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw this line again. Oops, I fucked up. I fucking broke a crucifix. I got some six, and I try to fucking fix it. 666 or some other shit, and I don't even believe in it, but fuck it, it's what it is. I try to fucking navigate through my life. I ain't even tripping, but guess what? He got my knife. And I'm feeling kinda naked without it because at the end of the day, I'm fucking jaded. I ain't even drunk, I'm just faded. Second contact, high.
No, off a hat. Oh, damn. No, dude, it's so good, though, because, like, I feel like the way we rap, I could, like, put words into your raps, and then the same thing, like, vice versa. You can put words that I'm mixing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you're already saying something good, but you're just missing one word, and then I put that word in, and then just like I'm missing a word, and then you throw that word in. That's how, like, a team would work if we would start a business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But this is where the practice comes from.
yeah, I've been practicing Ask Her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is practice comes from.
I don't even know. I got shit on her phone. I got shit on this laptop. I got shit on my
Like,
phone.
you might have shit that I said they're gonna pick up on. You might put it on your shit. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know. Yeah. I'll pick up on that shit. I might use a line or two. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Shit.
Watch.
Keep it going. I like the flow.
Playing dominoes, picking up the hoes. Everybody trying to know, but I don't even know. Who the fuck is over there?
Where you gonna go sleep?
I feel like I'm.
I love you.
You going to sleep?
Damn, it's okay, let her pass out. We can keep it going, love you, I'll see you in a little bit. Don't trip, get your warm and shit. I'ma say shit.
Sit on my side.
I'm gonna put it on.
You better go in? Or nah? What's that? You better go in or what?
Wanna go inside?
Nah,
I'm chilling on here.
I'm chilling.
Right here.
It's cool if you wanna go in, though. Go in, tripping.
No, I'm cool.
I'll go to
Actually,
sleep
I'm
too,
feeling
shit.
good on here, huh?
Shit, if you wanna go in, I'll go in. I mean, honestly, I'll fucking stuff. I'll be up here myself, packing bowls.
No, I'm chilling.
Drinking.
I'm
I got my
chilling.
laptop. I'll fucking
Wait,
book.
check it out.
Beats on my phone.
Over
I'll rap
here
by
chilling.
myself. I got albums to make. I
Over here chilling.
got singles to drop, boy. I got singles to drop. ASAP.
You should put it over here, like. Yeah, Ooh, this is your time to be. This is your time to be. Run it.
Can we pause it? Can we pause it in the back?
Scoot more over there.
No, I want. Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna
Ready?
crack this Modelo open. What the fuck we got drinking here? Let me see. Let me make sure this shit's running real quick.
Yeah, the green light is not on, niggas.
Yeah, I know. But some people like to just, yeah, it's almost good. Damn, we looking spiritual right now. We looking some
We're
spirit.
looking at a spooky ghost, man. Nigga.
We looking spiritual in this fucking. I like
Low
it.
key,
That's why. That's what I just.
you just need some fucking lights.
Man. See, I already told my dad he wants to do the podcast too. But we have it. That's why I bought this fucking $1,000 laptop. Cause I'm fucking ready for action. Like SpongeBob. You don't want to fucking see me. You don't want to be a Squidward. Cause I'm a Patrick loving fucking the life. Loving. Damn. Anyways, let's go. Let's keep it going. Anyways, that's fucking going. What I could do basically is to make it easier for us. I'ma just lock screen. Oh shit. Can't see. So I'ma just lock screen. Like that. See, now we don't feel like we're being recorded.
Alright.
I love you. I'll see you in a bit. Be good.
Good night. There's always good to see. Alright, for sure. Go. Dan. Go. This is your beat. This is your beat right here.
Wait. I'm not ready. Hold up. Sorry, I'm fucking like dyslexic with this shit. Nah, not dyslexic, but I'm like anal. Like I'm like ADD. I gotta have like, you feel me? I gotta have like this there. I gotta have my weed here.
Zip up my jacket.
I gotta have like the leftover drinks there. I gotta have like my weed set up here. Feel me? Water here. I'm gonna drink some beer.
Alright. Dude, we could do fucking podcasts. How much you done with
We
that,
could do
dude?
a podcast. We could do raps. We could talk about real life shit. My dad wants to do one. Bro, I'm already starting my music business. We could, dude. Like I told you, once we make enough money, the firm for an investigate a private. We don't have to be cops. But my original goal and dream was to be a private investigator. Like
I think you got it.
dude, private investigating. That would be the shit. Like to fucking search fucking some crazy ass motherfuckers, and then it's like all the money just rack up guns legally, and then you get like these. You know, you get passed through everything. All you got like it's legitimate all the way through the courts and everything, and then we go fuck niggas up and go fucking get this money. Like how badass would that be? We're bounty hunters like back in the cowboy days. Yeah, we're like bounty hunters back in the cowboy days.
Okay, hey.
That's fucking legit shit. Like fuck, like Dog the Bounty Hunters, Mexican bounty hunters right here.
Instead of being Dr. Bounty Hunters, somos perritos bounty hunters, somos pirulais.
Something fire. There's gonna be something fire. There's gonna be a sick ass.
Hey, you better replay that fucking set. Whenever you fucking start doubting yourself, you better play that fucking saying, dog.
Trust me.
Keep your ass motivated.
I always, dude. Do you not see my fucking screensaver? You haven't seen my screensaver, huh?
Yeah, it's this here. You showed it to me. This is.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm not even money motivated. That's why I say I'm music motivated in my raps. I'm not money. I'm not money motivated. I'm music motivated.
I'm
fucking-
positivity motivated.
There you go. He's positive. He's positive mindset motivated. I'm fucking hungry motivated. I'm fucking starving motivated. I'm ready to eat motivated.
Ooh. Yep. See that's a thing. Shit. Because you know what, like me personally, like motivation and shit. Like I'm like I got people up, right? I got a friend, and you know I went from being supposedly happy in a relationship, right?
Oh, I know.
And out of nowhere, it just kind of went south. And then like I thought I was being okay because I was supposedly grieving through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of when I ended up catching COVID. Now, and it is crazy because I told this to a lot of people, as far as like their experiences with COVID. And they all kind of said the same thing. Like it was like a mental fuck because it's like you're inside a it's like if you're in a mental institution without a straitjacket. That's how I would the best explain it.
Like in your house type of thing.
Oh, I was in my apartment. I went to Covina. I was in the apartment.
So you're like isolated in your own house.
Oh, yeah,
that's
pretty
what you're
much.
talking about. Like you're going crazy in your own house type of thing.
Right, and not only that, I'm fresh through a breakup.
Yeah.
So,
fuck that.
so not only that, I can hear my ex. You know, we're still technically roommates, and that's kind of another complicated situation on its own.
I already know.
So, but anyways, we're technically roommates, right? We got another roommate, so I can hear literally the ex in the freaking living room with her best friend there, like laughing, and then like the whole time we were justifying, like, damn, they really don't give a fuck about me, and it's like I started questioning my circle, and I started questioning people, and I felt alone. So,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, I went from that, and then I just linked up with a friend of mine we had like 15 years knowing each other, and she kind of helped me get through it. And then like I've been on that positive shit, just positive, just try to think that positive mentally,
For
because
sure.
you know, and I think that's what it is. Like people are motivated by different things. Like you're motivated by the music. I'm motivated just to stay happy.
Just like I think in general, I think for both of us, even I think we're happy with or motivated by a lot of the culture of music, the culture of life, the culture of movies, just the
Culture of media.
just the love of life, just the love of the, I don't know how to put it, dude. Like we have respect for it. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of that, I think it goes great in hand, because we might get in a negative little bubble, but at the end of the day, like we're not, like you have to find it in yourself. Everybody does. You know, everybody gets in that depressive state, anxiety and all that, but it's finding that like little root, you know, or it's really all in a mind state. It's easier said than done, but yeah, for sure, 100%. It's crazy. I couldn't imagine going through that. What she gone through, like that breakup, and then the fact that she was still living there. Like, I don't know, dude. That's a tough one, and that builds you up as a character. That builds you up 100%.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. With no guidance, you really don't know how to build up from that. Because I went from that, I thought I was doing good, because the thing what it was that after that situation happened, the way that it ended up happening was that, okay, like when she broke up with me, I had a lot of things going on. So in a sense, she left me at the time was the worst time ever. Like I was going through, licensing stuff. I was going through.
You think that's why she left you?
No. She left me because for some other stuff, actually. We just fell out of love. We were already living as roommates. But I put those feelings in the back burner. Yeah, I was going through it, but at the same time, it was like there was something else. Right? So finally, when COVID hit, it's kind of like everything kind of settled down. Yeah. And I finally brought those feelings back. And it's like I went through the breakup like 3 months later. Like I was fresh. Yeah. So
I feel like, do you feel like it's something that you needed?
Yes and no, because
yes and no?
Yes. Yes, because I feel like I needed to be honest with myself, and I needed to actually feel those feelings, right? Because yes, supposedly, quote unquote, I felt them, but I didn't really truly feel them because I had other things going on. So I didn't have that closure with myself.
What do you other things going on? What do you mean, like other like girlfriends, or what do you mean?
No, like other things going on as far as like I had other problems to worry about. Like
besides the relationship,
right?
Gotcha. Okay.
So, at the sense that goes on the back burner, it was in the back of my mind. So it wasn't like how you say like no, there was other things going on. Like this wasn't my priority. I had to literally put this in the back burner because I had to figure other things out. I had to it was like I'm not trying to get fucked over on the chessboard. I'm trying to move my pieces over. Right. So finally, when that happened, it was kind of like it reopened a lot of stuff because I was running out of time in the apartment. I started looking at old love letters that she used to write, and then I'm over here sitting like, damn, this is all fake, Right. So it was kind of like opening my eyes to this stuff.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I struggled through it, but
that's what I'm saying. Like going through it, like how you said, alone without like no guidance. That literally, whether it felt like you didn't or it didn't, it literally mentally fucking like calloused your mind. Because you did it. Yeah. Because a lot of people would have fucking just said, I'll kill myself. Or I'm going to go fucking on a drug binge. I'm going to go fuck all these dirty assholes. Or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you just stuck to the program. You stuck to whatever you had to do as a man, as getting your shit done. And at the end of the day, you came out of it a better person. So it did. In a lot of different ways, it did help you. And I feel like, honestly, to be realistic, knowing that person and knowing who you are, when I met that person, I didn't even feel like I already knew. Like I'm pretty good with vibes and energies. I feel like okay, like she's they're together. That's cool. But I just, in a non-negative way, I just felt like it wasn't gonna be something serious. Not in a negative way, And I didn't want to tell you well, I don't see it happening, I just felt this vibe, like she's not for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like she's not for him. I know him, and like she's not for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And you know what's funny? It's a lot of people are saying that, and but when you're blinded by like the so-called love, because the thing was that we spent what 8 years, right?
That's a long time.
And oh fuck, I know, and we spent 8 years, but the way that it kind of happened was like, okay, at first everything was like, because back then, if you would have known me back then, I was probably rotating girlfriends every other week, right?
Yeah.
Then for whatever reason, it just kind of, I met her, and I had already finished high school, and I'm like, you know what, it's time to get my act together. I mean, I was already working since 12 years old, so finally I graduated high school. Then I met her, and I was like, you know what, like if I wanted to see what it's like to be dating as an adult, so I started dating her, and I started like treating her the way that
like serious.
Exactly,
like trying to see how that would be if it worked out.
Right. But I still had like that younger mentality, like because we got into a fight one time, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, like and I right away went with somebody else, and I was kicking it with her, and things happened, but then we ended up getting back together because I'm like, you know what, it was the right thing to do. We need to try to make it work.
Right.
Then that's the motto. We need to try to make it work.
Yeah,
then 8 years later, I'm still trying to make it work.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I know exactly how you feel. I'm at 5 years with my significant other, and I've tried to make it work fucking for 5 years, and it seems like sometimes it's a battle, like every day. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like a chore, and it's like sometimes you're like, should I really be going through with this shit with this chick? But then you think about like, I don't know. I don't really know. Like who the fuck knows what I know about love? But I know exactly what you mean about like going through time and trial and error through a relationship. And that shit can be fucking, it could be exhausting, it could be fucking draining, it could be a lot of things. But like I said, the good thing is I feel like everything, like I feel like not in a cheesy way, not that everything happens for a fucking reason. That's the stupidest, cheesiest line I've ever heard. But it happens because it's the truth. Like the truth comes fucking out no matter what.
Exactly.
Like the truth gets revealed. The truth fucking floats up to the ocean no matter what. It's not that everything happens for a reason. The truth just shit just happens because that's the truth, and that's what is gonna come out no matter what. And I feel like that's what happened, and like in a positive aspect, that's what needed to happen. I feel
exactly. Because you know what's funny? Like now that I'm thinking about it now, right? She would always ask me like, whenever we would have little fights over her, why do you want to be with me? And don't get me wrong, I wasn't perfect either. Like I'm the one that kind of, I feel that caused some of her insecurities too. But it's honestly just stuff that she couldn't just come back from. But it was hopefully it was time to for time to heal. But again, it was, she kind of put herself second too. I feel like we both did. And we both didn't love each other.
Like you guys knew like it wasn't gonna work. Both of you knew that. Like, did you guys both feel that vibe?
At the end, yeah. In the beginning, no, because I was so distracted because I was working. I mean, we got the apartment together, and I took the way this decision happened because I was like, you know what, I want to show you commitment. So this is how I'm gonna show you commitment by, let's get this apartment together.
Right.
And to start fresh. Now the mistake from there was that we were just in a rush because during the pandemic, it was the cheapest thing to do, right? Let's just move, let's start fresh, she was going to school and she was like, let's just let's do it, right? But honestly though, there was unresolved issues because we had just went through something then, and again, I'm over here thinking that with time things are gonna get better, but I tried to actually hit that restart button then and there. Now, that was the biggest mistake, was that we didn't really. She kind of, I think, suppressed those feelings, and I think also she wanted to do this as a new start. What didn't change and what didn't help was the fact that I'm still working and sometimes working overtime, and I'm coming home and she's really not, she's just right there in her thoughts, so she had time to think. So it's kind of true when and it's funny how you say that. It's like the truth comes out. Really, the truth came out for her because she had a lot of time to think.
It showed true colors, like you're saying.
Exactly.
Like she couldn't wait for a real man to have a real job type of thing. She had to have someone who was then and there. Who I feel like it was not in a negative way towards this other person, I feel like maybe she was the type of person that needed attention 24/7 type of thing, or needed attention in a different way. But like when you're your own person, like you and me and every other man or other person, woman out there trying to get their life together, sometimes there's no like time for other people, and if there is time for other people, those people that are good for you or that have good intentions for you are gonna realize that you're gonna be working, you're gonna be fucking out on the road, you're gonna be doing what you gotta do to provide, and if they can't even fucking handle that little fact, that's such a blow in the heart, and but it's such a relief to know that I could just let that go now because you're not for me, you know?
Yeah. And you know what, at first, and it's funny because at first, it's funny how you say that, because at first, my intentions were just like, I'm working. And at the time, we weren't even, like, we were living like a friendship, like we were just roommates. Like, I'll come home, there will always be someone at the apartment, I'm sorry.
Right.
And then I'll be at work again, and then like on my days off, we would have people around us, so we never had that intimate time together. There was always somebody there, and then eventually it just kind of, I guess she just kind of realized that first before I did, and then I knew that things were different, especially like I like affection, so like a simple hug, or like even if I grab your lap so you can hold my hand, whatever, I'm that's like, good for me.
Yeah.
But the fact that she stopped doing that, it was like major red flags already. And I'm like, well, shit. Like, do you really see a future with? That's how we broke up. I asked her, like, do you really see a future with me or not? And she said, honestly, no. You know, she thought she was ready for commitment, and she's not now. And that I guess she has a lot of soul searching to do herself. And I'm like, of course it hurt. So, because I'm over here doing things the way that I just know how to do. Like, I never backed down from the relationship. Even though I made my mistakes, at the end of the day, I was still trying to fix it. So why I didn't fight back, or why I didn't fight to keep it, was because she was the one that wanted me to let go. And she
wasn't ready. Basically, like in her head, she wasn't ready for like a committed relationship.
Yeah, exactly that. That's exactly that.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shit. If that's
you were all for it. You were all for the committed.
I was for it because we already had time together.
Yeah. You felt you got the bond and everything and the chemistry going.
Right. And honestly, well, we split like sometime in October, right? October, November, December, January. Okay, that's 4 months. Within those 4 months, I feel that if she would have been willing to kind of fix things, actually, I want to say, but December, she would have been willing to fix things, I would have gone back, right?
Right.
But I remember one of the conversations we had. She was like, "Hey, you need to let me go," and I wasn't even trying to get her back, but we're just having conversations. Like, I'm trying to figure out, well, how did we get here? Like, why did you egg me on until now? We almost made it into a year into our lease. Why did you egg me on? I'm trying to figure that out now. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's crazy. Yeah,
I felt like I wasted my time.
Yeah, 100%. No, 100%.
So like that was one of the struggles. But at the end of it, it was kind of like it went from that, and then I met somebody else who's really good. Like, we're just really good friends. We're not even. When we first started hanging out, I told her my true intentions. I told her, look, I'm honestly not even looking for a relationship. I'm not looking for anything right now. To be honest with you, I don't even know what I'm looking for. All I know is that whatever needs to happen, it needs to happen naturally. I'm not going to force it, because what I'm looking for is a partnership. Sorry, excuse me. No, go ahead. What I'm looking for is a partnership. I'm not looking for just a girlfriend. I'm looking for someone that's willing to grow with me, who's willing to, who has the same ambitions as me.
Right.
And she, she's going through some stuff too, and she's vulnerable just as I am, and it kind of seemed like a perfect fit. As far as we have a great friendship, like I could tell her anything or whatever. But the crazy thing about this friendship is that she showed me a lot of things about myself. She showed me true love in one day than what I actually got out.
And what do you mean by that? Can you describe that?
By true love, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not throwing shade at my ex-partner.
No.
Because I feel like that was a different type of love.
Of course not. But describe what kind of love that you felt this day, like that she brought upon you.
The fact that she, that she listens, and we always had a common ground. Like,
so this other partner didn't listen, like as much as she did, or did like
the thing with the other one is like, let me give you an example, right? My old partner, she did not like when I would say no, right? She didn't, or let me rephrase that. She did not like the fact that we had to plan to get somewhere. because we just didn't have it in the budget or whatever it was, right?
Okay.
So when we couldn't, she kind of was disappointed. So and so for me trying to fill that void, I would try to pull strings and try to help. I would have to force myself with that.
Right.
With this one, it's kind of like, well, shit, like we can't do it now. How about this? We do it like this, and it's almost like that sounds perfect.
And you, yeah, I know what you're saying.
But the crazy thing
you
is,
felt the difference. You felt the difference of a woman who was just a different woman.
Right, and she was, woman. And the fact that she's committed now, let me give you another example, right? My old partner, she would serve me whatever, but the thing with her, she was disconnected with her family. This new girl, she's more family oriented. Family. Yeah, family oriented.
I feel like that's where it comes from a lot of the times. Like people who are when they start off with a rough childhood, and not all of them. Like for me, like I had a pretty rough childhood. I don't want to get to that part right now, but
that's another topic for another podcast.
But yeah, I feel like I got into a pretty rough childhood, and I think it's just like I said again, like how we've been talking about. It's just the mindset. It's something that you get bored of sitting on that couch or bed or whatever the fuck you're sitting at your job or whatever, and you're thinking to yourself. And I know it's not me that's just the second voice. I know everybody has this other voice, like literally screaming at them, telling them like, get the fuck out of here, like do something else,
Right.
Like this is not it.
Right.
This is not it.
That's exactly it.
But people don't act on that. People are afraid of that voice. People say, nah, I need to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I need to be comfortable. Like this 9 to 5 is comfortable for me. So I'm gonna just work here because I know I got a steady paycheck. And people are not willing to go into the darkness. They're not willing to be hungry. They're not willing to go after what they really want because they're just trying to be safe. They're trying to be civilized, and it's it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks because it's like I said, it's a mentality thing. And if people knew what they had in their brain, the capability, like the capacity and capability they had in their brain, they'd just be, I think, like I said, love, peace. Like if we were just taught a different way, like that's another topic, governments and how we're taught in this society.
That's a whole different topic.
But yeah, it's just it's really a mindset thing, and it's everybody gets depressed, everybody gets anxiety, everybody gets fucked up everyday life. Everybody has a fucked up shit up tan, and it's really what you do about it. It's really how you come about it. It's really how you become as a person. We could all sit there and dwell and cry and fucking, be poopy pants mentality, or we can fucking get the fuck up and, deal with the bullshit,
right.
Make life our bitch. Why make,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you hit it right to the T. You know that's the thing, and I feel that, and again, it's not even an excuse, and I no shade, but, we were oil and water, like, and when it comes to, and I literally, and I feel, and I still
just different people,
and you know what's funny? I still have some kind of, regret, and I still feel guilty about this, right? That I actually put
still even to this
family,
day,
even family. I put still to this day. I put family second because I went from being family oriented, going to the family parties and dancing.
And you
right?
stopped everything.
I stopped it because I really wanted to make this work. Because, like, for example, let me tell you like this. Like, I literally went. Like, for example, we when we first got together, right? I've invited her out to one of my family parties, right? And then, obviously I love to dance, with the family and all that stuff. I told her, let's go dance. She didn't want to dance. So I'm over there sitting. Now, I'm out of my comfort zone because everybody's dancing.
Right.
And, my grandparents were telling me, get up and dance, get up and dance. And I'm like, I'll get up in a bit. So then finally, I just couldn't resist the urge. So I'm like, I'm going to go dance real quick. I start dancing, and she didn't like that I left her alone because she didn't want to dance with me. So that became an issue.
That's like a red flag.
That was a red flag that I ignored.
That's kind of a red, yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, whatever. I really wanted to make this work. Then she didn't like the fact that I was drinking.
Can I ask you a question though? Then catch up. What made you want to make it work so bad?
You know what? And this is me being honest with myself. Again, it was because I've done, when I was in high school, I was, and I don't want to say like I was a player like that. I really wasn't. But I also, my longest relationship was really like a year, and it was with somebody that obviously I was serious with this person, but at the same time it wasn't because we knew what it was. So like when we broke up, it was kind of like how do I explain it? It was like, it wasn't such a heartthrob. It was like, you know, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
And I was on to the next one. So because I kind of went through the stage, I felt like because I'm already a legit adult,
You need to find something serious.
Something serious, yeah, exactly. You know, especially I'm established. Eventually I want to have a kid one day, right? Give it time, marinate.
Yeah,
and honestly, and that's what. So I thought I was like, you know, maybe we could.
But what did you see in her that made you want to stay, though? Is my question.
No,
like in her, like, what was it? Was it her, the way she treated you? Because you say that she didn't treat you, or like you found out that she didn't treat you as good as you could have been treated, and then you say that you saw these red flags. Like, I really want to know what it was that made you stay. Like, was it the sex? Was it the fucking like what? Was it like I really want to know, because that gets into it. That gets deep into the details of why you stayed.
No, I think the reason was because I let this woman into an intimate part of my life, and so quickly. Like, she was the first girl that I brought home to me. Yeah,
shit like that. Okay.
So everybody knew this face, and especially like if I were to just ditch her, and bring somebody else over, they're gonna be like, "What the hell? Why are you bringing these bitches over?"
That's how you felt your family would treat you, like that. Like, oh, why you bring all these bitches over?
Yeah, right. And I'm over here thinking, not only that, but she had a rough, you know, childhood too, and you know, and I kind of want, you know, what I kind of wanted to do with that. It was more like I feel like I don't mean to cut you off, but you wanted to better this person in a way. I kind of wanted to
kill the wounds.
Yeah, I kind of wanted
like,
to
fill the holes with like that she was missing type of thing.
I kind of wanted to. What I wanted to do was see the wounds and actually understand it, because, and I feel like the more that I got to understand. Don't get me wrong, too. We had a lot of things in common, and not only that, like when you find somebody that's like, because she was not like the girly girl that you would think, right? So, I mean, it was like, dude, like she was like at the time, you know, especially when you're young and you're kind of going through it. Like she was perfect. Like she likes video games, you know. She likes to play the same video games you like to play. So you guys, it was like that was our past. Like it was like we were actually able to hang out, and it was actually a good time.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of good times.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I know what you mean.
But you know, if you would consider like if it was wifey material, I mean, it's not that she wasn't wifey material. It was just, how could one put it? It was more like she was a good time and a great girlfriend.
Like an associate. I feel like I know like third perspective. I feel like for you, like more like an associate, but I know you felt it more like you obviously wanted more.
Yeah, and not only that, when you guys talk about future and all that, it kind of gives you hope, right?
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, you kind of start again. You put yourself second because I really wanted to make it work. Especially we're 3 years in, 4 years in, 5 years in, right?
Was there ever a year where it was just like, dude, are you ever done? Because I'm 5 years in, and sometimes I'm like, you make one more fucking mistake, and I'm fucking like, I'm gone. Like there used to be a lot of red flags in my relationship, and since the beginning, but I also did put a lot of my bullshit into the picture, my baggage, whatever the fuck. But like, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just, fuck, dude. It's just the whole relationship thing. I feel like is something that is something that you have to find within yourself before you like try to have a relationship with someone else.
Right. And I feel like I tried to do that with no experience. That was the other thing too. It's like you have to you have to go through the war in order for you to kind of like know. It's like you have to
like burn your hand on the stove to realize.
Exactly. You have to learn how to ride a bike. You have to use whatever it is.
Scrape your knees or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
And honestly, it was like, I'm doing this, but I'm still learning with no guy. It's like, okay,
you were just going rolling with the punches. You were just rolling with the punches.
Exactly. And I didn't know that it was gonna have long lasting effects too. You know.
But not. Yeah, I guess long lasting effects, but effects that will be eventually taken care of. They're not gonna be like, they're not like a permanent disease or fucking, you know.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about fucking breakups, is that like they do last a long time, but they're not like forever.
Right. And for the record too, we're talking about my perspective. She has her perspective as well, which is respectful. She went through some shit, so it's two sides to every story.
Yes.
Like I said, I wasn't perfect either, and we both weren't. That's the thing. And everybody was saying the same thing. Everybody was like, dude, like, yeah, we waiting. We didn't think you guys were gonna last as long. Like, you know, and that was the thing. Like, even my friend now, she was like, yeah, like, I didn't expect you guys to last that long. Like, you know, but you know, it is what it is too. Like, again, I was trying to make it work, especially with the whole apartment situation, right?
Yeah,
we were
course.
like, yeah, like you know, like we thought we were gonna make it work. Everything turned out to be good until then.
Right.
And honestly, you know, there was a point where even I kind of knew we had an expiration date, and that was towards the end. I just didn't think we were gonna happen so soon. I thought by the renewal of the lease, we were gonna be like, okay,
At least then.
yeah, sure, let me know. But
Yeah.
no, it happened way before, and which caught me by surprise. Like,
Right.
but I wasn't ready for. Even though I was ready for it, I really wasn't ready for it.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But you know, that's the thing. And don't get me wrong, we're still friends to this day. Like, we're still friends. We try to make it friends. You know.
Yeah. And that's cool. That's I think that's the best part of any ended relationship. Is just to keep it good on both sides, on both parties.
Yeah.
Just there's no drama. Don't try to scratch up anybody's car. Don't try to fucking sleep with someone else's ex-boyfriend or friend or whoever the fuck. Just keep the parties clean. You fucking say your bygones, no fucking hard feelings. You fucking do your thing, I'll do mine. God bless you. I'll see you later in the next life. You know?
Yeah, especially
Keep
when
it peaceful. Don't hold the grudge. you know?
Right.
Don't hold that grudge because it only affects you.
And that's especially when things ended good, because I was the one that initiated the conversation, and I wanted her to be honest with me, and it was a really calm conversation where she was being very honest, and I feel like that's one thing I do appreciate. She could have literally egged it on, you know, or used me or whatever, and she decided, no, I think this is it. It's only fair to you to know that, you know, this isn't working out, which is, for me, it was kind of like, so let me put it to you like this. You know how, like, dogs, they get mistreated, but they still are loyal to their owners?
Yeah.
That's how that's how I was, in a sense, in the aspect of, like, that's all I knew. That's all I knew was 8 years of that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So right now I have a lot of figuring out to do, and which is why my friend comes into the picture, because, you know, she's being herself. You know, we go way back. You know, 15 years. Yeah, obviously throughout the years it was kind of like spotty because, you know, she respected the relationship. So it wasn't. So yeah, we kind of lost tabs with each other, but we picked up right where we left off. You know, she's going through some stuff. I'm going through some stuff, obviously, and I'm going through this, and we're like helping each other get through it together. And I think that's what's kind of been improving my mental state as well. Why? Because it felt lonely. That's the thing. That's one of the things. And in your advice, because you're going 5 years in, right? Is just be honest with yourself, and because that's the thing. You guys already kind of have a lot of things going for you. Yeah, like, how does it say it? You know, you guys are gonna go through some stuff, but you guys are gonna say at the end of the day, right? Yeah, but we still, you know, this is true love, because no matter what, we're still loving each other. We're still riding through it. But at the end of the day, too, is that the shit's gonna catch up. You know, the shit's gonna catch up.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm aware of that. I'm aware that I'm like you said, like you knew it was gonna come. You just weren't aware of when. Like, I know it is. I can say it right now. If she hears it, she hears it. You know, it's the truth. I don't mind speaking the truth. I don't see it happening. I don't see it as a marriage. I don't see it being a future thing, like old and die, you know, like old and die together thing, because we're both young. Like, you guys are both young. That's why you guys split. I feel like people are young. People have their baggage, and because of that, people are gonna split. Like, people want to hold on to that hope and love, but they forget to like remember that you're like young as fuck. You still have this whole life of experiences to go through. So because of one breakup, like, even though it's fucking and I've been through some fucking shit. So, like, I told her, like, I love you and shit, and we've talked about it, and, like, she's honestly, like, if we broke up, I'd fucking cry. Like, I'd be brokenhearted, I'd be depressed, I'd have anxiety, I'd fucking drink, I'd pop pills, but at the same time, I know that it wouldn't be something that I wouldn't let take my life. Like, I know that it would be a phase because it is a part of my life. But then I realized that my life keeps going, and there's gonna be other people's other situations, other windows, other opportunities, and you can't be grounded. You can't be shackled down or whatever. You know, you gotta fucking open your wings, fly, and shoot the fucks out there.
Right, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. Like, let me give you an example. Me and my friend, we took off to Vegas, right? And and that's the thing. Like, I got my insecurities, right? And she wants me to be 100% with her. Like, and this is why I want to associate myself with positive people, because be 100% with me, no judgment free.
Hell yeah, that's the best people,
right? And well, with her, anyways, we were hanging out. We had a blast. It was her first time in Vegas too, which I was super excited for.
It's cool.
And because of the pandemic, obviously, it was kind of tough because.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on, podcast. You're gonna have to fucking wait, bitches.